Okay, so we're gonna find a lesson in the silliest little thing. So I colored my hair and I don't like it. But where's the lesson in that? How does that relate to narcissism? So I settled. I didn't want to take the time to go to the salon. I'm buying a house, so I wanted something a little bit cheaper. And so it turned out brassy up here and then it was lighter down here. So I ended up repeating the cycle, but I knew I took my little bit of knowledge and I bought a more ash blonde because I pull red. So I recolored my hair, which causes more damage. So when you're with a narcissist, you try to overcompensate. So I did the purple pulled and colored this like a gray darker than even my natural. So I'm trying to go lighter and things aren't working. So I did it twice. And for whatever reason, it did not compensate the red that I pull. So I went in knowing that I pull red. And there was a limited selection. So I was lazy. I didn't go to a different store. And sometimes when we're with our narcissist, we're like, this is going to do. This is my life. And we pick from what is sometimes easier or around us or seems feasible. It's feasible. I'll just do it myself. And there's benefits to it. It's cheaper. I can just do it at home. And damage is done. So I bought purple conditioner because with some knowledge, I can try to counteract the unpleasant things. So it's going to take some time. Hopefully it works out. We'll have to see. I kind of have to stain it a little bit of purple to kind of counteract it. And hopefully I can't use the purple down here because this already has too much purple. So the point of this is I can keep repeating the cycle till something works. I can go and get some other hair dye. I thought about the whole reason I didn't do it is because I didn't want to highlight it and have breakage. So I've already done it twice, which causes damage. If I do it a third time with a highlighter, that's usually more damage. And then I got to deal with the damage. Do I try to overcompensate again? Or do I cut it? Do I cut my losses? Or do I even avoid further damage? So with the narcissist, there comes a time where you're like, this is not working. I can try to use the purple conditioner. I can try to use certain techniques. Eventually, I might have to suck it up and go get a professional. But if I keep trying with products that I haven't tested, that it's kind of a stab in the dark. Now I know the color wheel, I know how all that works, how to compensate, but my hair now is a different porosity. It's a different porosity than I'm used to. And where's it going to pull? This is going to pull more purple. This is still real healthy. So is it going to absorb what I need to absorb? So I'm putting purple here, hair, just regular white conditioner down here. So when we're dealing with a narcissist, do we keep trying things that aren't working? Do we accept what we have? Sometimes we can accept what we have. If your narcissist is an extreme, and we can build up our boundaries, or if we keep doing stuff that's not working, there comes a time where you stop doing what isn't working. So I probably have 2-3 more times before it doesn't work and I just got to cut it off. So where are you in your relationship? With the narcissist, it's that cycle. It's almost like you're, as an analogy, going to have to keep coloring your hair over and over and over again. And the damage just gets worse and worse and worse. It doesn't get better. So no matter what you do, there might be some mitigation where it seems a little bit better, but is it what you want? This is not going to go to what I want. It's not going to be the lighter blonde that I wanted, because this is even darker. So the lesson is, do we repeat the cycle? I added information. I went from just a regular light blonde to an ash blonde because I know ash has more of that like purple tone, but it didn't take. Sometimes the things that we're going to try with our narcissist is not going to take, and it's going to cause more damage. This is worse than when I started. So we can try. I'll try for a little while. And, do I want to try one more time? I'm risking damage. And some of you are risking damage in your relationships if you keep trying. Sometimes enlisting a professional, maybe a therapist, or I do life coaching, maybe that is the solution. But a narcissist has to be willing to get the help. So if action isn't taken, things are either going to stay the same or just get worse or repeat the cycle. And we have to know when to cut our losses, or we have to know when to accept what is. And there are certain relationships that I see people saying are narcissistic, but I also see the reactive abuse and better ways to handle it. There are some situations that can be helpful, but when people are in a certain fight or flight mode, that we have to give that cool down time. We have to understand what is going on inside of us, but there comes a time where it becomes so toxic. And, you know, a lot of us talk about the empathy. And I get where empathetic people are, but in that reactive state, we are lacking the empathy. So that is setting off the narcissist, and it's just a cycle that continues. The hardest part, though, is when you handle it the right way, the outcome doesn't really change. The outcome doesn't really change. I handled it the right way. I used the purple, but it didn't absorb. It didn't take hold. So is your narcissist going to take hold of you talking through things or giving them the space, or is it just going to be same old, same old? So please wish me luck. I'm not happy with the hair color, but you know, do we keep going until there's so much damage that we lose everything? Something to think about.